We are getting right into it here at East Hamilton High School tonight, skipping the introduction of our starting lineups as Silverdale Baptist Academy and the Seahawks take to the floor to do battle with the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Thank you for joining us, and quarter number one of action is underway. Immediately off the tip, the Canes down inside the paint fire once, then twice. This one goes out of play. Canes have been pouring it in from all over the floor in the second half of their season. They entered the winter break with a record of 3-9 on the year, and they haven't lost since. They now stand at 9-9 on the season and 7-0 in conference play. The girls basketball team looking to build on some successes and strong points found in the first half of the season. This is the first time they've been healthy all year as well. Seahawks down on the offensive end, kicking the basketball around to the close side now. Gibson with it. Hands it off. Oh, had some trouble there defensively. Pass to the close side and the drive. This one comes off the glass and goes to East Hamilton. East Hamilton getting back to work offensively here. Along the arc, and now the travel being called against the Canes. So they will turn it back over to the Seahawks. I talked to Coach Burst before the game. She really believes in this program. It's her first season at the helm. It's the first season for this entire coaching staff, and it is a superstar staff along the side of this court. They're doing all things right, building momentum with each passing week, and the building blocks are there for a wonderful basketball program. Here we go. The Seahawks get a bucket. Nice looking play and a little pass over to Steiner, who drives down into the painted area and lays that up and in off of the glass. One pass now to East Hamilton getting set. They trail 2-0 here, 90 seconds gone in the first. Thank you for being with us here, East Hamilton High School Hurricanes and Silverdale Baptist Academy Seahawks. The 3-ball will go, a good-looking long-range shot there for East Hamilton. McKenna Hayes, the senior, draining that one. Hayes has been so good all season. Talked to Coach before the game. She's still averaging over 10 points per game scoring. Timeout down on the floor. We'll take a break as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 30 seconds. To get back underway here at East Hamilton High School. Inbounding pass from the baseline of the Seahawks. Trouble right away in the whistle. Driving, and another call against East Hamilton. 2 minutes gone here in period number one. It's 3-2, Canes lead. Silverdale inbounding. Running the floor, some trouble here. Gibson passes this away. The shot, this clatters off the iron and won't go. Canes for the quick response. This one with a little kiss off of the glass. Makes it 5-2. Silverdale Baptist working the basketball down the floor here. One quick pass now to Tori Gibson. Kicks it across, the drive to the close side from long range. This won't go. Canes get the board quickly. Long feed to the far side of the floor. McKenna Hayes, just too much juice on this one. And the whistle will sound. Silverdale inbounds the basketball, working down to the offensive end of the floor. To the corner, here's one from three-point land. This will go over the top of the backboard and stay in play. Long feed to Hayes. Hayes down from the elbow, lets this go, comes off the front of the iron. That one won't go. Now the Seahawks will work their way back down to the close end of the floor here. 3 minutes, 20 seconds gone here in period number one. It's 5-2, East Hamilton lead. Canes bringing the pressure. Silverdale works it all around. Pass into the paint, this'll go. Good looking feed down low to Lauren Kay. She gets it. Freshman Crystal Collins with a move. Another drives and tries to feed it down low. Now, Coach had great things to say about Crystal Collins. In fact, The whole coaching staff gushing over her play and her development here coming into 2022, saying that she is a cornerstone of the future of Hurricane basketball. She's doing all the right things on and off the floor. Hurricanes of the basketball working offensively here. Along the arc they go. Hayes from three-point land. This one comes shy. Now a feed to the backside. This will go, and a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Good bucket there in the face of pressure. Seahawk inbounding pass. In the corner, some trouble here. Hayes bringing the pressure defensively. Now two passes to the close side. Johnson with it, working along the arc. 3.5 left to go here in period number 1. It's 8-4, Hurricane lead over Silverdale Baptist. Gibson driving with it, hands it off, comes right back to her. She's defended by Hayes. Good feed inside right there, and this one will come off of the heel of the iron. Kelsey Johnson, the one who is cutting inside, got a hold of the basketball and was fouled on the way up right there. She'll head to the charity stripe. The Silverdale team, directed by Victor Underwood, stands at 14-9 overall on the season. This one will go, makes it 8-5, three-point ball game. Inbounding pass to Crystal Collins. Collins will run the floor offensively, goes to Hayes in the corner. Hayes wants the inside, now back up to three-point range. Collins has to back up to regather this and get set. Around the arc to Hayes. She wants it from three-point range, nothing doing. Taken off of the iron there by Stinson. She makes the outward pass, and Silverdale is now down to the offensive end. Quick drive and some hesitation by Gibson there. Basketball is lost, back to Steiner. Steiner to Gibson. Gibson hands it off, working along the arc, nothing doing. Seahawks want to get one. Trying to run a play here. Taylor Bledsoe moves it quickly. Some pressure there defensively brought by Collins. Driving inside and stolen away. Big defensive play by the Canes. And the pass across the floor to Sutton, the senior, couldn't hook up. 2:12 left to go in the first period. 8-5. It's a three-point ball game. Sutton averaging about 5.5 rebounds per game. She's had a great season for East Hamilton High School so far, continuing that success here tonight at home. She'll step up defensively, bringing the pressure here. Gibson trying to drive, passes it outside as Sutton proves to bring too much heat. Here's one from down low. This is off target. Rolled all around along the heel of the iron, couldn't get it. McKenna Hayes takes the outlet pass, now kicks it back out to three-point land. Crystal Collins wants it, can't find the bottom of the twine. Canes keep it alive, and from the back door, this one will go. Amy Sutton getting a bucket right here, makes it 10-5. 5-point ball game, 90 seconds left in period 1. Here comes Silverdale Baptist. And immediately, call coming from down on the baseline. Kelsey Johnson was going to work. Seahawks will stay on the offensive end of the floor here as they get reset and inbound the basketball. Quick pass into the paint. This one won't go and is now tipped out of play by East Hamilton. Seahawks, another inbounding pass. This one looks good. Can't get that to drop. .73 seconds left in the first as Torrey Gibson goes to the charity stripe. This one rims all around and goes. Silverdale Baptist Academy, the Seahawks have an enrollment of just 347 total students. Here come the Hurricanes. Inbounding pass. Over to Collins. Collins to the back end of the floor. Now comes right back to her. The double team on the press there. Almost a triple team. Sends it to the far side over to Sutton. Sutton drives. Can't get this to go. Tristan Sutton averaging just about 9 points per game. She has been electric so far this season. Hurricanes back in their defensive shell, get the steal. McKenna Hayes running the floor, has help both ways, kicks it to the corner to Collins, who comes right back to her. The fake pump and the drive, this one won't go as there's a call down inside of the paint there. And you can see the way that Hurricane offense is clicking, doing all the right things on the offensive end of the floor. This program averaging just over 55 points per game so far this season. 35 seconds left in the first period, 3-point ball game. Inbounding pass to Sutton. Sutton comes to the close side. McGee went back over to Collins. Collins hands it off. McGee to Hayes. Hayes tried to go right back to her. 17 seconds left in period one now. Crystal Collins with 6 seconds. Runs the cross both ways, drives, and a lot of contact down there in the paint as the whistle will come. Bit of a collision down inside there. Sends Crystal Collins to the line with just 3 seconds on the clock here. Collins' second won't go. The long ball for Silverdale Baptist comes off of the iron. Couldn't quite get that to drop. So that'll do it for period number one. It is 10-7. East Hamilton Hurricane lead over the Seahawks of Silverdale Baptist. We'll take a break and be back momentarily. Second frame of action about to get underway. It is 10-7. The Seahawks trailing here on the road by just 3 points after one frame of action. Silverdale Baptist Academy doing battle with the Canes of East Hamilton High School here tonight. And we are underway as Silverdale Baptist will start with possession here to open quarter number 2. Hurricanes allowing 47 points per game so far on the season. Long ball right here comes off the front of the iron, regathered, driving, and this one won't go. But there is a whistle right there. Kelsey Johnson, the one who went inside. Got hit with a call. First one will go, makes it a 2-point game. Second one rims all around and then goes. Makes it just a 1-point game of hoops with 20 seconds gone to go. McGee, pass inside to Hayes. Hayes gets it to go off of the glass. McKenna Hayes took the feed, drove down inside and in the low post, scored the bucket. Chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play right here. She'll convert. It's 13-9. East Hamilton leading Silverdale Baptist as they get the basketball back. Lauren Kay will run the floor for the Seahawks. LK with the ball right there, and she'll get hit with a travel. East Hamilton High School hasn't lost since December 29th. They hosted against Signal Mountain as part of the best of preps and lost 49-46 in that contest. Crystal McGee with the basketball back along the arc here for East Hamilton. Coach told me before the game that was the low point of their season. She feels if they had performed better, they would have won that game. Mentioned earlier, they have not lost since the winter break. 7-0 in conference play. It's a pretty incredible achievement. 60 seconds gone in the second period, 13-9 East Hamilton lead. The Seahawks working here, trying to get one. Gibson passes it outside. LK wants the 3-ball, won't get it to drop. This one gathered off of the floor by Collins. Long feed down inside, and this one off the mark for East Hamilton. Sutton, the senior, was grabbed at down there as she tried to go for a second chance bucket. That sends her to the line. Second one will go, makes it a 5-point game. 90 seconds gone here in period 2. Here come the Seahawks. LK, quick pass, comes right back to her. This one tipped out of play by McKenna Hayes. Inbounding pass, Seahawks point guard running the floor here. Passed it away, right away to the far side. Over to Sullivan. Sullivan sends it back to her. Some trouble on the far side there for Sullivan. Inbounding pass. Long feed to the backside. This one won't go. Sutton gives it off to McGee. McGee is heavily defended here, back beyond the arc. 2 minutes, 15 seconds gone here in the second period. Collins is traveling along the arc there. She'll get hit with a foul. Point guard for the Seahawks passes it away quickly. Now down inside to Gibson, who can't get this to drop. Boarded by Hayes, over to Collins. Collins along the arc, passes it to the close side. Comes right back to her. Long feed to the back door. Gonna hang on to this one and send it back to Collins. Collins dissatisfied with that look. McGee is as well. Hurricanes sharing the basketball all around. And a timeout down on the floor. So these two programs take a timeout. We will as well. We'll be back in just a moment following the break. Don't go anywhere. Just about 3 minutes gone here in period number 2. 5-point ball game, 14-9. Silverdale Baptist trailing on the road against the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. Thank you for being with us. Be sure, if you have not already, to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. We'd love to have you along for the journey. Crystal Collins running along the arc here. Passed it down to the corner. This one tipped out of play quickly. Stinson, the one who sent that out of play. So it will remain with East Hamilton High School. Inbounding pass is intercepted. Hayes has this taken away. LK with the feed to the backside, and Gibson sends it back up top. Silverdale sharing the basketball all around. Lauren from the close side arc. This will go. 2-point game. It's 14-12. 3.5 gone in the second period. What a nice bucket right there for Silverdale. This program has enjoyed success all season long, an overall record of 14-9 on the year. Here comes Collins. She hands it off. McGee gives it off as well. Collins from the close side arc. This one had a little too much juice on it. Sails wide. LK having some trouble there, regathers. Here's a 3-ball from the far side. Clatters off of the heel of the iron. Here comes Collins. Hayes at her side. Quick pass, centering pass for the Hurricanes. Look at the way Collins runs the floor. She looks like an upperclassman. She's so comfortable. Now McKenna Hayes from the close side. This one won't go. Fighting for the basketball, and this one skeeters out of play along the baseline. Silverdale will inbound from that far corner. Over halfway through period number 2, closing in on halftime quickly. Just a 2-point game here. LK beyond the arc, turns. Wants to pass it away. Inbounding pass. Here come the Hurricanes. Taking their time. Sutton calling a play here. Has it stripped away by the Seahawks. Silverdale Baptist coming to answer. Just over 3 minutes left to go here in the half. Gibson with it. Feeling the heat, loses the ball and dives on it right away. East Hamilton High School's winning streak dates back to January 4th. They have bested teams in 5 straight games since then, including Soddy Daisy, East Ridge, Chattanooga Central, and Hickson. Silverdale Baptist to the line. This one falls shy. Good looking shot. Gibson just couldn't get it to go. McGee with a pair of nifty moves, centers up the basketball now. Around the arc go the Hurricanes. Collins got rid of this one quickly. This one comes off the glass and won't drop. And trouble down in the corner here. As we'll go into a timeout. Welcome back, 14-12, 2-point game, 2.5 left to go here in the first half of play at East Hamilton High School. The Seahawks of Silverdale Baptist trying to battle out from this deficit they've been in. Gibson inbounding here. Long pass intercepted by Crystal Collins. Collins with a move. Collins off the glass, and this won't go for her. She regathers with the whistle before she can take another shot. Canes hit with a foul, so the Seahawks will take back over. LK directing the floor here. Yo-yoing her way down the hardwood. Passed it close side over to Christian. Now down low, this one off the mark. Gibson regathers, fires again. She's got it again. Passes it outside, and the Seahawks will reset a little bit. To the far side along the arc, driving, wanted to go inside, elected not to. Long ball, this clatters all around and won't drop. Sutton couldn't connect on that one right there. Feed to the low post, just a bit too high and a bit too much heat on that one. Inbounding pass comes to McGee. McGee feeling the pressure, 1:40 left to go in the first half. Outlet pass over to Collins. Back and forth they go. Here's one from the mid-post. That'll go for McKenna Hayes. 90 seconds left to go in the first half. It's 16-12. A 4-point lead for East Hamilton High School. Gibson gives it off inside. This one swatted away by East Hamilton. Calhoun just in front of McGee out to her left side. Collins to her right. That's where she'll go with the ball. 60 seconds left in the first half. McKenna Hayes steps back and fires the J. And some contact as Sullivan comes down with the basketball. (16-12), a 4-point game, 52 seconds left in the first half. That one won't go. Gibson went up for the ball. Hayes and Bledsoe were right there, and another collision results in this second shot. This one will go for Sullivan. And now a third. Cuts the lead of the Hurricanes to just 2 points, but they'll get the basketball back following that trifecta at the line there. McGee with it, heavily defended. Kicks it close side, long ball off the target. East Hamilton with a couple of quick passes here. Sullivan kicks it across the arc. A second pass. Here comes Silverdale Baptist. Gibson to the corner. Hayes loses that one, and now the tie-up down on the floor. Naya was after the ball there. Couldn't come away with possession. Jump ball results in the Seahawks keeping it. 10 seconds left to go in the half. It's 16-14. Silverdale trailing by just 1 bucket. And again, they're tied up. That means East Hamilton will get the basketball off of the jump ball. Just 7 seconds left in the first half now. Head coach Caleb Burst directing Hayes and giving some advice to Calhoun as well. Hayes rolls this out to Calhoun. Kicks it back over to McKenna Hayes. She wants it from long range. This rims around and pops out. And time will expire as the Seahawks couldn't get a shot off. So that'll do it for our first half of action. After 2 quarters of play, it is 16-14. A 2-point game that sees East Hamilton High School on top of the Seahawks of Silverdale Baptist Academy. We're going to take a break along with these 2 teams and come back with some analysis and more in a little bit. Great first half of action. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
There are oceans and rocks, places where fish swim and birds fly, where mountains spring up and trees and grass grow all around. History is made, art is created, things happen that should always be remembered. Heroes emerge. A woman sets people free. A man makes light. A leader steps forward. People get together They help each other out. They make their own places to run and play and contemplate the universe. There's pride and gratitude and fun. It belongs to everyone. It can be a place, a feeling, a state of mind. So get up, get out there, and find your park.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
Blood clots can happen to anyone. Up to 900,000 people in the United States are affected by blood clots each year, and 100,000 die from them. Blood clots don't discriminate. You or a loved one could be at risk right now. The good news is blood clots can be prevented. Knowing the risks and symptoms are key. On average, one person in the United States dies of a blood clot every 6 minutes. Don't let that be you or someone you know. Learn more at stoptheclot.org/spread the word.
There's a city, not so glitzy as New York or LA, but no less steeped in history. An essential part of the American tapestry, with a personality distinctly its own. A city astride a river, nestled among mountains, lush with forests, streams, and falls. There's a city at the center of invention and industry, bursting with vitality, incandescent with innovation, celebrated in song, chronicled in history. noted for its first, foremost, and only made ears. There's a city, a getaway from it all for adventurous spirits, kaleidoscopic with options, so much to see, do, and savor, adorned with public art, abounding with cuisine and culture, known for crafted and curated and absolutely authentic. There is a city, honest as heck, known for grit and gumption, aggressively welcoming, with a one-of-the-family kind of attitude, where pretension is checked at the door, authenticity decorates the room, and hospitality sets the table, but never oversteps. There is a city we call home, a city we love and love to share, a city called Chattanooga.
Welcome back here to East Hamilton High School. 2 periods of action in the books, 2 periods left to go. Silverdale Baptist Academy and the Seahawks on the road tonight doing battle with the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. And it's a tight one, just a 2-point game coming out of the halftime break. Both teams pouring it in from all over the floor. Leading scorers here tonight to this point for the Seahawks, 5 points for Lauren Kay, 2 for Tori G, and 3 for Kelsey J. For the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School, Nia McGee, 3 points, Imya S, 3 points, and McKenna H, 10 total points coming into the second half of action. So obviously we'll watch McKenna and LK to see how many points they can total up here in the final 2 frames of action. We're back underway. The point guard of the Seahawks disperses the ball quickly here. Comes right back to her. She works along the arc and passes it away. Waiting for some space to work with. Gibson, the feed down low. This one swatted at and taken. Kennedy Stinson took the shot. McGee was there defensively. The Seahawks will keep the ball. Inbounding pass down along the mid-post. Stinson. Gave it over to LK. She won't keep it for long. Gibson passes it back up top. The drive, firing, and this one will miss the mark off of the glass. Here come the Canes with great pace. Pass to the corner over to McKenna Hayes. She steps back. Has Bone there for some help. Bone comes to the close side. Sutton sends it back up top right away. She gets it back from McGee. Hayes sends it over to Sutton, close side. In some trouble there. Morgan Bone for 3. This one comes up shy. Still a 2-point game, 90 seconds gone here in period number 3. One quick pass, now 2. Johnson there for the feed, gets it in the low post, sends it across the painted area, and taking their time getting a reset here. Stinson had it for just a moment, but the call coming against the Seahawks. McKenna Hayes will inbound for East Hamilton High School, following the quick foul against Silverdale Baptist. Thanks for being with us here tonight. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Still 16-14, two-point game of hoops. 2 minutes gone here in period 3. Pass to the far side to McKenna Hayes. Hayes goes inside. Morgan Bone fighting to get that one up and in. Hurricanes kept it alive for an extra moment there, but now they'll turn it back over. Steiner picks it up off of the floor, kicks it over to the PG, and now the Seahawks will run their play. Steiner with it. Started to come along the arc here, and now the call on the floor. Well, I felt bad that I didn't know what the call was, but I could hear the coach shout, "What did she do?" down on the floor. So I'm not the only one that doesn't know what's going on with that one. McKenna Hayes takes the pass, kicks it back to the far side of the arc. Long ball, this clatters all around, rolls off the close side of the iron, and now the battle for it down on the floor between McGee and Gibson. Two minutes, 45 seconds gone here in the third period. Inbounding pass, coming close side to Hayes. Sutton with it, sends it to the back door. Driving and firing, this will go off of the glass. So the senior, who had 3 points in the first half, has a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play here. She'll convert 6 total points for her on the night now. And the pass somehow finds its way out of play there, so it'll go back to East Hamilton High School. 3 minutes exactly gone in the third period. Inbounding pass coming on the far side. Here come the Hurricanes, a bit of pace to work with. This one goes on the fast break. 21-14. East Hamilton will get the basketball back, or perhaps not. Canes went over to get it and inbound it, and they sent him away. Gibson will inbound for Silverdale. Nice feed, and the bucket will go. Good play right there by Kelsey Johnson. 5 total points on the night for her now. Hurricanes want to answer quickly. Hayes fires. And the senior goes to the hardwood with force. She's up and looks to be all right. Hayes inbounds carefully. Comes right back to her from three-point range. This one comes up shy. Hurricanes regather. Tammy Sutton, the senior, kicks it out to Crystal Collins. Collins to the far side. Wanting to drive and losing the basketball to Gibson. Steiner will inbound to LK. Collins there defensively, bringing the pressure. Just a freshman. Look at the way she handles the floor, plays defensively. So much talent. Love to see it. It's a lot of fun. Inbounding pass coming here. Long feed, close side of the floor, staying just inside of play there. Now to Gibson, who's along the arc. She hands it off. Johnson won't keep it either. Crystal Collins fighting for the basketball there. This one tied up, and now the jump ball. And a timeout taken down on the floors. These two programs take a break. We will as well. We'll be back in just a few seconds here. It's 21-16 Hurricane lead. Welcome back here to East Hamilton High School. These two teams getting together on their respective sidelines, taking a quick break. About to get back underway. 5-point game at the moment, 21-16. A defensive struggle here tonight between the Seahawks and the Hurricanes. Right now, East Hamilton on top of that battle against Silverdale Baptist Academy. They have the basketball. They'll be inbounding on the close side down to our right. Silverdale Baptist looking to bounce back. They lost on Tuesday to the Baylor school. Obviously, Baylor has some real talent on their roster. 52-28 the final tally of that contest. So they'd love to get a W here tonight against the Canes. Silverdale Baptist taking a shot down low. That was Gibson. She couldn't convert off of the glass. Here comes Crystal Collins. Collins with it. Defended by LK. With a little move, shimmies and shakes. She's going to drive down into the paint, lets this go. The floater comes off the glass and won't drop. Gibson gets the board. Defended at the top of the arc there. Passes it over along the sideline. Now to the corner, down on the close side. With a little turn. Kicks it back up top. There's a nice feed. This one won't go off of the glass. Looked like she was going to be able to cut to the basket and lay that in just off the mark. 3 minutes left to go here in period 3. Crystal Collins running the floor for the Hurricanes. Hands it off to Nia McGee. McGee takes it from the mid-post. Big high shot right there. Clattered off the top. Little outlet pass for the Seahawks. Now to the far side. Long ball. That'll go! What a shot from downtown Chattanooga. My goodness, Kelsey Johnson. 8 total points now for her here tonight. .220 left to go here in the third frame. Long pass to the close side. Collins with a floater. That one comes off the front, and she goes down hard. Collins to the line here. First one won't go. The Silverdale Baptist team has allowed about 43 points per game to this point on the season. Second one will go. Crystal Collins gets the lid off of the basket here. Pressure coming here. Morgan Bone up to defend. Ball carrier for Silverdale Baptist. They're able to get this away. Some more trouble here. Resetting, and now the Seahawks will run a play. Kicked it to the close side to Johnson, who loses the basketball. Nice steal. Here comes East Hamilton High School. She wants to go coast to coast with it. Can't ladle that one up and in. Morgan Bone took the shot. Now it's regathered by McGee, who feeds it inside, and Amya Sutton gets this one. Back to being a 5-point game. Sutton now with 8 points on the night. Another steal for the Hurricanes. It's McKenna Hayes. She loses it. I'm not sure if she was able to get that back into play or not. Came off the foot of Gibson, but they're going to say that Hayes was the last one to touch it and she stepped out. Inbounding pass, 80 seconds left to go here in the third period. Trouble right in front of the scorer's table. Silverdale Baptist will keep the basketball. Amya Sutton there defensively. Inbounding pass over to Johnson. Johnson battling against Crystal Collins. She wants it off of the glass. It won't go. Battle for the basketball down in the low post there, right at the edge of the paint. East Hamilton will be the victors in that. Hayes inbounds over to Crystal Collins. Just 1 minute left to go in the third frame. 24-19, a 5-point game of hoops. And Hayes has some trouble down inside there. Trying to battle her way up to the iron. Inbounding pass coming for East Hamilton. Over to Sutton. It's tipped at there by Gibson. Jump ball. And that means that Steiner will inbound. Over to LK. Long pass. Taken away. Crystal Collins with a steal. Ladles this one up and in off of the glass. It's 26-19. 35 seconds left to go in the third period. Long pass down the floor. Some trouble along the baseline there. Both teams scrambling for the basketball. Inbounding pass. Steiner with it. Double team. She's in trouble. Trying to evade defenders. Gets it away. Here's the drive. Gibson can't get this one to roll in. Some contact down there in the low post as she was taking that off of the backboard. So that will send her to the charity stripe with 17 seconds left to go in the third. First one will go, 6-point game. Second one will not. It's going to remain a 6-point game. 3 points now for Tori Gibson tonight. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Driving, taking this, won't go off the glass. Hayes regathers it somehow. Second chance bucket will go for the Canes with 3 seconds left to go in the period, and time will expire. So 28-20 is the tally after 3 periods of action. Hayes right now with 12 points going into the final frame. We'll take a break and be right back with one last quarter. It's 28-20 East Hamilton High School. Welcome back. 8 minutes left in this exhilarating contest between Silverdale Baptist Academy's Seahawks and the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School. An 8-point game after 3 periods of action. 1 left to go. The Canes on top, 28-20 over Silverdale Baptist Academy. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Neil Hamilton bringing you tonight's action, and we're underway with the final quarter. Crystal Collins takes the inbounding pass here. Kicked it over to Bone. Bone to Sutton. Sutton over to Hayes. She won't keep it for long. Now the feed inside to Sutton, who gets this to go off of the glass. Amy Sutton took that to the rack, laid that up and in. She was fouled on the way up. 10 total points for her and a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play here. 1/4 minute gone here in period 4. That'll go. That also makes it an 11-point contest, 31-20. Gibson having some trouble. She was double-teamed, if not tripled, coming up the floor there. Kicks that away, now to the far side. Johnson with it. Johnson taking her time with the basketball. Coach says to reset, and the girls will. Long feed, backside, gorgeous play right there. Kelsey Johnson got open, took the feed, laid it up and in. 10 points for her here tonight now. It's 31-22, a 9-point game. Pass inside to Hayes. Hayes kicked it up to Morgan Bone. Bone to the close side, driving and wanting this. Amya Sutton can't connect with the iron right there. 60 seconds gone in period 4. That'll send Sutton back to the line, her second trip here in quarter 4. Be sure to connect with the team on social media. You can find links to their social media profiles in the description of tonight's broadcast. You can also find the high school's social media profiles in the description of tonight's broadcast. This one will go. Sutton with 12 points here tonight now, as Silverdale works their way down the floor, and the quick foul. Inbounding pass will come along the baseline there. Kelsey Johnson the one to send it into play. Quick feed, and this one won't go. It was a good-looking shot, just didn't have the arc on it. Long pass down to the close side. This one intercepted. Heads up play defensively by Bledsoe. 2 passes now from the corner. This one comes off the heel of the iron and tipped out of play. Gabby Hensley was competing for the ball there, just couldn't bring it in. Here comes the inbound for the Canes. Crystal Collins goes back to Amya Sutton. Collins with it now, being chased down from behind and harassed. Collins wants the 3 ball. This clatters off the front. Johnson gets the board, sends it over to Taylor Bledsoe. Bledsoe with a feed down low. This will go, but the whistle sounds before she can get up and get the shot off. Call going against Silverdale, so it'll remain a 10-point game, 32-22. 2 minutes gone here in period 3. Morgan Bone gives it off to McGee. Pass to the close side to Collins. Bone from 3-point range. This one comes off the rear end of the rim. And another foul. The inbound over to Bledsoe. Bledsoe She came close side to Steiner. Now back to her. Bledsoe to Steiner. Steiner in the paint, kicks it out to three-point range. This one comes off the side of the backboard. McKenna Hayes has a little collision right there with LK. This one bounces out of play there. Right over the S in the Hurricanes. Silverdale Baptist looking to turn up the scoring here late. They've averaged 47 points per game so far this season, so it's not like they're incapable of doing so. Just a real defensive slugfest here today at East Hamilton High School between these two teams. Quick pass, and Amya Sutton had a little trip down inside. Couldn't ladle it up and in. Thought she had it, couldn't get it to go. Now, as she got down in the low post, she was fouled during her shooting motion, so she will go to the line. 2 minutes, 52 seconds gone in the final frame of action. The first will not fall for Sutton at the line. It remains a 10-point game of hoops. Idalia LeBou setting something down there on the chair. And this one will go for Sutton. Makes it an 11-point game here as the Canes are on top of the Seahawks. Little scuffle for the basketball. That'll send Silverdale Baptist to the line now. Tori Gibson, the one to the line. This one will go. Second one will go as well. Five points now for Gibson on the night. 9-point game of hoops as this one is tipped out of play. Inbounding pass, now to the backside. The point guard couldn't get that to drop. Little battle for the basketball down inside as Gibson strips this away from LeBou. 3 minutes, 6 seconds gone here in the final quarter. Inbounding pass coming from the baseline. Gibson. Fake pump, sends it back beyond the arc. 3-point ball, that'll go! The point guard gets another, makes it a 6-point game of hoops, and these two programs will take a timeout. We will as well. It's 33-27, 4:49 left on the day. And we're back underway here. Inbounding pass, Hayes. Somehow fits this one into play. Some trouble here for the Canes. Hayes gets it back. Sends it to the close side. East Hamilton getting down inside. McGee kicks it away. Ball is lost, regathered by Hayes. She goes to the back door. McGee to the close side to Amya Sutton. Sutton back to Hayes. 4:20 left in the ball game now. 33-27, a 6-point game. McGee hands it off. Over to Calhoun. Calhoun gave it away as well. McGee wants the floater. That one won't go. Gathered off the inside of the iron right there. Quick pass away by Steiner. Just over halfway done with this final period of action. Wabu coming off the floor here. Johnson can't get this to go at the line. Remains a 6-point game. Canes coming down the floor with great pace. Calhoun close side to Hayes. Pass down inside. McGee over to Calhoun. Calhoun down low. McKenna Hayes gets this one to go off of the glass. 14 points now for the senior. Silverdale again going to the charity stripe here. This time it's Kennedy Stinson who will have a chance. 3.5 left to go in the contest. 8-point game of hoops. She could cut into that lead right here, and she will. Second one will go as well. Long feed down inside for McKenna Hayes, who won't get it to drop. Stinson gets the board. Alkay gets the Seahawks back to work. They're trailing by just 6. It's 35-29. East Hamilton High School leading Silverdale Baptist Academy. 3 minutes left to go on the day here. Kelsey Johnson hands that off. 2 quick passes. Now the drive down inside. This will go off of the glass. LK, chalk her up for 2 more points. 10 total for her now. Inbounding pass to Collins. She flips it right back. Coming down the floor quickly. Here comes East Hamilton. Pass back door. Amya Sutton gets this to go. 37-31. 2:40 left to go in the contest. And a timeout down on the floor. So as these two programs take a break, we will as well. 6-point game of hoops. We'll be right back with more basketball action. Welcome back. 2.5 left to go on the day. 37-31. The Canes are leading by just 6 points over the Seahawks of Silverdale Baptist Academy. East Hamilton High School back in a defensive shell. Here comes Silverdale Baptist. LK defended by Collins. One pass. Now firing from the elbow. This one rattles all around and won't find the twine. Good looking shot, just not quite on the mark there for Bledsoe. McGee over to Calhoun. Calhoun driving, having some trouble. Now Crystal Collins out to Amya Sutton. Sutton passes it to the close side of the floor. McKenna Hayes drives, lets this go. The J won't drop. Amya Sutton for a second chance bucket, won't get it. Collins has the basketball. East Hamilton will have a third chance with it here thanks to their rebounding. She drives all by herself. This one won't fall. LK, the point guard, gets the board right there. She'll run the floor. 90 seconds left to go in the game. Gibson passes it over to the PG. Back and forth they go. The point guard back over to Tori Gibson. She's going to drive, gets it to go with a little kiss off of the glass. 7 points for Gibson now today. Long pass. This one goes out of play. And so that becomes a huge moment in a 4-point game of hoops. 37-33. East Hamilton turning the basketball back over to Silverdale Baptist, leading by just a couple of scores here. Here comes the point guard of the Seahawks. 65 seconds now, defended by Collins. She stops on the elbow, tried to pass it over her back, loose ball. This one's still rolling down there in the low post, and Collins gets a hold of this. I think it was Stinson who also fell on it. That'll result in a jump ball. Coach calling a play here. 55 seconds left in the game. East Hamilton with a basketball. Inbounding pass. They lead by 4. Calhoun jostled and hit by Tori Gibson right there. So that'll send Calhoun to the charity stripe. This one won't go. Kept alive there. Quick inbound. Now the foul coming down on the close side. Gibson had the ball and she was jostled by McGee. Long pass down the floor here to the official to set this one up. Four-point game, 37-33. Under 1 minute left in the contest, and Tori Gibson has a chance to strike out against the Canes right here. Gibson's first, rims around, comes back out. Gibson's second will go. 3-point game of hoops. Long pass down the floor for the Canes. All alone. She won't get it off of the glass. Hit from behind by Sullivan. Well, a brilliant play by Morgan Bone right there. Broke out down the floor. She was all alone, tried to ladle it up and in off of the glass. It was just off the mark, but she was fouled hard from behind, and she'll go to the line with a chance to extend this 4-point lead that the Hurricanes are nursing. First one won't go. 49 seconds left on the day. Morgan Bone misses her second as well. McKenna Hayes. Gonna let Calhoun inbound this one. Pass comes to her. She's double teamed, sends it up top. And an immediate whistle here. Morgan Bone feeling the pressure of Kelsey Johnson and LK. 44 seconds left now in this final frame of action. 37-34. Morgan Bone gets this one, extends that lead back to 4 points. 40 seconds left to go. Here comes the point guard of Silverdale Baptist. Feeling the pressure from Calhoun. Feed down inside, Kelsey Johnson gets this. A 2-point game, 30 seconds left. Crystal Collins with a pass to the close side over to Amya Sutton. Kick back up to Calhoun, 20 seconds left, and she is fouled by Tori Gibson. Calhoun's first off the mark at the line. Calhoun's second won't go either. Silverdale regathers the basketball. Pressure coming here. Steiner running the floor. Double teamed now, and the whistle will sound as there is a break taken down on the floor. A timeout called for by the Seahawks. 13 and a half seconds left to go in the game. It's 38-36, a 2-point game of hoops. Silverdale has the basketball. Mid-range jumper ties the game. A layup ties the game. They could go to the line and convert. They could hit a 3-ball to take the lead right here. 13.6 seconds. Now that's a lot of time in basketball. We'll see what happens. Obviously, Silverdale Baptist, there's a couple of different ways you could play this. You could try and tie it up and hope the Canes don't pull something off. You could go for the 3-ball as time expires, but then if you miss, it's ball game. We'll see what they come up with here. East Hamilton High School back to the floor. Amya and Tristan Sutton, Crystal Collins, Morgan Bone, McKenna Hayes out there for East Ham. Bledsoe, LK Johnson, Gibson, and Steiner all on the floor for Silverdale. 9 seconds now. Pass along the arc there, and the call coming. Crystal Collins was there defensively, D'ing up Gibson. So Tori Gibson, who has 7 points tonight, will go to the charity stripe with 8 seconds on the clock. She'll get her first. (38-37), a 1-point game, 8 seconds left. Gibson, second rims around. And now the immediate whistle. Steiner grabbing, and Morgan Bone. Or rather, that's Amya Sutton who got the ball. So now with 6.8 seconds left to go, Amya Sutton will go to the charity stripe. 38-37, 1-point ball game. Sutton's first won't go. Sutton has 15 points tonight. Second one will go. Makes it a 2-point game. Here comes the Seahawks. 4 seconds now. Quick pass. Steiner drives, fires. Time expires, and that'll do it. East Hamilton High School wins the ball game by just 1 bucket, 39-37. Hanging on and nursing that lead right down to the wire here at home. What a fun contest between these two teams. Our final tally again, 39-37. Leading scorers here today for the Seahawks of Silverdale Baptist Academy. 2 points for Kennedy Stinson, 8 for Tori Gibson, 10 for LK, the point guard, and Kelsey Johnson finishes with 12 total points. For the Hurricanes of East Hamilton High School, 3 points for both Crystal Collins and Nia McGee, 14 points for McKenna Hayes, and 16 total points for the senior Amya Sutton. A wonderful contest between the Canes and the Seahawks. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night. Stay tuned if you'd like to see all of the highlights for both programs and all of the fans. I'm Gabriel Schrei. We'll catch you next time.
There's a city, not so glitzy as New York or LA, but no less steeped in history. An essential part of the American tapestry, with a personality distinctly its own. A city astride a river, nestled among mountains, lush with forests, streams, and falls. There's a city at the center of invention and industry, bursting with vitality, incandescent with innovation, celebrated in song, chronicled in history, noted for its first, foremost, and only made here's. There's a city, a getaway from it all for adventurous spirits, kaleidoscopic with options, so much to see.
School Hurricanes and Silverdale Baptist Academy Seahawks. The 3-ball will go. A good-looking long-range shot there for East Hamilton. McKenna Hayes, the senior, to go. McGee, pass inside to Hayes. Hayes gets it to go off of the glass. McKenna Hayes took the feed, drove down inside and in the low post, scored the bucket. Chance goes side to Hayes. Sutton with it. Sends it to the back door. Driving and firing, this will go off of the glass. Now to the far side, long ball, that'll go! What a shot from downtown Chattanooga. My goodness, Kelsey Johnson. 8 total points now for her here tonight. Inbound, over to LK. Long pass, taken away. Crystal Collins with a steal. Ladles this one up and in off of the glass. It's 26-19. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Driving, taking this, won't go off the glass. Hayes regathers it somehow. Second chance bucket will go for the Canes with 3 seconds left to go in the period. And time will Amya Sutton took that to the rack, laid that up and in. She was fouled on the way up. 10 total points for her and a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play here.